Hi everyone, how you doing? First of all, I want to apologize for um not uploading regularly like I used to. Like I think this thing is actually getting more of my time because then I have students I am actually, checking up on and having this one-on-one mentorship with. So I'm not having enough time to do records for you, but this is where it all started, right? This is where it all started. So no matter how busy I am, I will always find time to make videos for you guys because, I used to say it is not a must for you to be my personal student or, you know, direct mentorship before you gain. I leave all these valuable videos without hiding anything for you guys. The only thing is I go more in depth, I go more deep with the students. They can ask me questions directly and I explain to them one-on-one. That one-on-one mentorship, that's just the difference. So I hope we're good. I hope we're practicing. I have seen a lot of your messages. I've seen a lot of people making money with the strategies, especially the cash trap, you know, or cash king. I don't even know. I have a video coming anyway. I have a lot of people asking me about the cash king or whatever. I don't know. Like, is it the same? I don't know if you have seen anything different from the point system, the RSI or whatever, support and resistance. I don't see any difference, guys. It's just an overhype. And because we all know the person who owns the strategy, right? So he has the rights to actually change the name and sell it. So I believe it's the same. But for you that you're still interested, you can still hit me up again. Then one more thing I want to tell us about, guys, the Genesis group I am educating. I don't know, a lot of things is going on. A lot of valuable things are going on that group. They're killing it in Forex, in binary. We are killing it. It has one of the most experienced binary Forex educators that you can ever ask for. I don't know if you are not joining this, even if you need a direct mentorship. The only thing is, for my personal group, right? I only educate you on binary, but then some of the strategies I will teach you something you can use in Forex as well. But then for Genesis, right? We have other educators that trade differently. So you have things to choose from. It's not necessary you choose my own style of trading, right? But other areas, other things you can use to actually, trade and get good money. And I think they're actually doing a promo for the month. Normally, this is meant to be $80, right? But right now, they are doing a 50% discount for the third month. They just want people to come and see for that 50% discount to see what they're missing. You guys need to see what these guys are making. Okay, let me just show you something right now in this video. This is the Discord. This is where everything is. Live session link. Like right now, I think there's a live session link right now going on right now. But check out the binary option results, guys. Check this out. I did this was yesterday with them. I did 5-2, right? 2-0. Check this out. I don't know where you can get this. 5-0, 7-1, 5-1. All this yesterday. Yesterday for me, sorry, this was Tuesday, 4-0, 4-0. Like, you need to, if you check all these results, they killed it all the time. So at times, while you're learning, if you're trading with these educators, believe me, you are going to be making so much money while you're learning. So if you are not joining this for that affordable amount right now, I don't know what else to tell you. So please, you can utilize this opportunity of this 50% discount. Hit me up if you're interested. And I always drop my Instagram account username. I always drop my email. Just message me about it, even if you need more information about it. But that's not the reason for this video. I just had to get that done. So even in this live video I have right now, We can literally say our 200 moving average at the support line I've drawn, right? We have these two oversold. So why on earth won't I take my 3 to 5 minutes call if this thing hits the 200 moving average? This thing is super easy, guys. It gets there. Let's say I'm in it right now. It's touching the 200 right now. Let's say I'm in the 3 minutes call right there. Let's just assume I'm not actually trading right now. I just saw the setup while I'm doing this. But let's just say I took it there. You have your hop arrow right there. So we have 3 minutes to see if this is going to be respected or not. Guys, can you see their reaction? You can see the bounce of it right now. It is reacting in that area. It is actually aligned to the 618 area as well. Can you guys see that? We have the hop arrow, oversold, oversold. We have that area. You see the reaction. Trust me, this strategy kills it. It helps you. One thing I like about the cash trap strategy is all these indicators are combined together and they are they are really easy to use. Everything is there to direct you in the right way. You don't really need to, stress yourself about things. All these I can actually teach you one-on-one on if you are the type that needs a guidance, someone to actually put you in the way, someone to like have a one-on-one with you where you can ask questions and answer, and that's what my private class is for. So the video you're about to watch right now is about imbalance. Now, I have a new video I'll be doing on both order block and imbalance. I have a video I'll be dropping for you guys on both order block and imbalance. Right? You can see the reaction right now. It's actually, that exact area is actually reacting to the market, and you should have cleared this right now because what your cash trap strategy, your whatever you can call it, has given you that area. I've taught us how to mark up, right? We have our support line right there, 200 moving average right there, and the rest. So guys, the video you're about to watch right now is the recorded videos with the private students, right? I just needed to give you guys something. I said I'll be dropping these videos one by one. I gave us this area. It came there and bounced off it. You have your call arrow up. You have your 200. I have the support line we've done on the markup. It came oversold, just like I taught us. And you have the nice reaction there. So the video you're about to watch right now is how to trade imbalance and how to use all these things with our binary. I will be giving us all these topics one by one, but then I have a new class I'm actually going to take on the imbalance and the other block, going more in depth into it. There are different types, and please take note before you watch this video that, like I said, we have different traders and we see the market differently. So what might be another block for me might be something else for someone. We call different things different names in Forex. A lot of people we are all different from each other, right? So please take note that you can see something in the things I'm explaining right now, called something else elsewhere, right? But that's the name for me, and that's what I use to trade, right? My students know they trade with me, and I feel you guys can actually do that as well. So I hope we're learning. Please keep your questions and your messages coming. If you need anything, if you are confused, maybe about Genesis or about this, let me know. No matter how many things I show you in the market, if you don't sit down with the chart and try to find it yourself, you have to train your eyes to see it, right? You would not actually learn anything. We have other flows here as well. We'll be doing a class on that. So the market had to come back and tap into the other flow right here. So that's another confirmation for this trade right here. 200 moving average, our support line that was drawn, and a lot of things. But please make sure you watch the markup. Make sure you mark up every day. I say it all the time. I am a line trader, and That's basically what I trade. My lines are my entry. For this kind of trade right now, getting at this line price, right? So please enjoy. You like this video, you share with your friends, you share the channel with your friends so that they can learn as well, right? Thanks for joining. Thanks for always being there. Thanks for your messages and everything. I really, really appreciate you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Enjoy the video. What are imbalances? Let me just explain first, right? The normal way the market is supposed to move, right? When it moves like this, right? Supposed to move like this. Then when all of a sudden, right, you know, it moves, right, retrace a bit, then break this previous high to the top, then retrace to retest this previous high before creating another high, breaking this one, then retesting this one again, right? So we all know that this is the movement of the market. And that's what we'll try and get and take, right? The previous high is retested. This new high is broken, retested. Another one will go up, right? So that's the normal market movement. It doesn't go straight. It goes, retrace, goes, retrace, goes, retrace, right? Now, what do we call imbalance? Imbalance is now when the market is now moving, you know, creating this, moving, creating this. Then all of a sudden you see something like this. It did not come back to retest this. Are we saying this, guys? It did not come back to retest this. It just continued like that. It left all this. So all this gap from here to here is not balanced. And that's why we call it an imbalanced candle, because there are spaces that are meant to be retested, spaces that are meant to be mitigated, right? That are meant to be filled up. For example, I have one of them right here. See this? This market was going in a normal, see this movement. I'm telling you guys, this is still going to come back to the 50% because a lot of space are being left imbalanced here. So how do you use this as an advantage in Forex? In binary, rather, right? For example, see this one. This market was making normal movement. See this long candle, right? Once you see candles that are imbalanced like this, you don't need to stress yourself. All you need to do is, for something like this, there is weak imbalances, there is body imbalances. At times, it won't be the body that will be imbalanced. It will be a wick that will be a very long wick. The body will be small. So in that kind of situation, you are dealing with the wick. But when you have something like a body like this, all you need to do is get the top of that body to the bottom of that body and get the 50% of that imbalance. So what's going to happen is, after the market has moved, it's going to retrace back to 50% of that imbalance, then continue its movement. Are we all together? So once you see something like this and you see the market actually retracing back, don't stress yourself. Just get the body, get the 50%. And once the market hits it, you can take it for an imbalance. Is he always going to respect it that way? No, nothing is 100% sure in Forex, but it will always give you this response more. We are learning, right? We are learning. So that is for a body imbalance. Let me see if I can get, it will go to 50% and react. At times, after it has reacted on the 50%, it might not go to the former high. But that 50% will react. But it going to the former high to go and retest is not common. Once it has reacted in the 50%, what normally happens most of the time is it continues its movement. But at times, there are some markets that after reacting, maybe it gives you 2 candles there, then it will now come back to this former high before it continues its movement. But the 50% is the only imbalance midpoint you get for an imbalance. Now look at this, guys. If you go to the 15 minutes, let me see, 15 minutes right here, right here. This did not come back to retest this. So now let's see what happened. Right, if I get this and I get this, guys, did you see that? This did not come back to retest this, but this market just kept moving up, right? Where did it retrace to? The 50%, and it reacted. Let me see. This is an imbalance right here too. This market kept going up. It came back to the 50% and reacted. So if you check the market, you will see all those kind of movement, you know, the market moving. Okay, see this one right here. Market moving on a normal position all along, creating lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, lower. All of a sudden you see an heavy drop like this. I'm telling you guys, it will retrace back to the 50% of that drop before it to continue. This is the 50% right here of this heavy drop. So that's what we call trading the imbalance. Once you see a movement that did not retest, get your fib, measure that movement, then put your line at the 50%. If the market comes back, for example, this one right now, if I put this from here, from this movement to this movement right here, right, and I get this area right here, when this market retraces to this area, it will react at this 50%. Whenever, it might not actually retrace instantly. It may take some time. Look at this one. When this happened, did you see this market come to the 50% straight? It took some time, but eventually it came there and reacted. Are we all, so if you see an imbalance and the market is around the 50%, it's just like an extra confirmation for your trade. You know, whatever I teach us are different confirmations on their own. But I don't want it to be like giving you guys so many things, support and resistance, Fibonacci. Then you see me using some things while we're trading and I don't mention them, right? That's why I chose today to talk about these imbalances. I want you to study the market. Just look for this kind of movements. Let me see. There should be plenty. If you go to any, you will see imbalances in our charts. You will see it. This is an imbalance right here. It came to the 50%. Can you call it the normal Fibonacci? Yes, you can. For strong movement like this, is going to retrace to the 50%. Then there are some that are wicks, right? Let me try and see if we can get the wicks. Wicks imbalance. So look at this right now. This is an example of a wick imbalance. Now, you can see this is 50%, right, of this week. If you can get the high point of this week and the low point of the week, I want us to see this clearly, guys. This week down instantly. Now, if you can get where that week, exactly where that week ended, to the point where it started, and you get the 50%, which is where this line is. Whenever you see the market hits that 50%, take your sell, because it is going to come back to fill up the 50% of this imbalance right here. So whenever you see a market that week, a very long week like this, you see this kind of thing, get your imbalance Fibonacci get the top of that week to the bottom of that week and get the 50%. Just put a line there. Whenever you see the market come to that 50%, take your sell. What you are going to see is a reaction. The only thing I need us to know today is when you have a very long week like this, just a week, get your imbalance Fibonacci, get the beginning of that week to the end of that week, get the 50%. Whenever the market comes to that week, that half of that week, take your trade. Is he always going to respect it? No, but it will give you better response than the time the market will show you I am the market. For example, here is another week right here. It has not been mitigated because the market is not yet back. But whenever the market comes back around there, if we get this to this and get this 50% to be an imbalance, right? Imbalance, right? Once you get that 50%, you can delete your fib. So when the market comes there, you know why you put the line there. Look at this right here. Look at this. These markets actually gave, let me show you something. This was the first candle that happened. It gave this week right here. So let me get the 50% of that week. Right there. There it's right there. So I can take this away. What happens straight? Let's go to the 5 minutes so we can see it. Okay, I think this is it. Yeah, perfect. Now look at this. So this is a very good example. I like this example. At times, you might not see the real imbalance, that it's an imbalance on the 5 minutes. It's only when you go to the 15 that you are going to see it. So at times, you can be on the lookout for weeks like that. This was a very good week on the 15 minutes, and you know it's an imbalance week. See another one right here. See that week. It has an imbalance in it. So I need us to do our own research on this, right? What is an imbalance? How do you trade it? So that we can add this to our trading. It works a lot on binary, especially when you get that imbalance on 50 and use it on 5. And the 5 minutes itself actually gives so many imbalances. I showed you an example right here. This was an heavy drop. This was not retested instantly. But when it came to the 50%, what happened? It dropped. The only thing about 5 minutes is at times, it won't be just one candle, you know. It will be, but you will know it's a strong movement that was not retested. It did not give you, you know, normal impulse, retracement impulse. No, it's just going to move without retracing, without retesting. Then you wait for that market to come to the half of that movement, you take your trade. Some people actually use normal fib and take 0.5 on trades. They don't know it's an imbalance that is making it reverse at the 0.5. So I won't be looking forward to take 0.618 on an imbalance movement. Once I get the 0.5 level, it comes there, I take it. The half of this long week, this market came back right down there and retested it before actually shooting up. The half of this long week. When this candle started, it came to retest it first before going up. What I just need you guys to do is this. Just sit with your charts. I don't want you to actually have any, let me even use another pair. So that you see imbalances happen in all pairs, not just a particular pair. You will see it everywhere. See this right now. See this long candle. Let me get it. From here, from the body here to the end of the body here. Are we seeing this, guys? This long candle is an imbalance candle, right? Now see something. If we use our horizontal line and get that 50%, What happened when the market came to that 50%? It bounced down. That's one, right? We are not done. See this one right here is another imbalance. If you put this your line at the 50 right here, this one did not actually respect it for a call, but when next the market came there, what did happen? What happened there? So those midpoints are point of reactions. And this is actually 1 hour. So imagine you getting a midpoint on the 1 hour. Now you go to your 5 minutes and wait for the market to come there. Do you see that reaction at this imbalance right here? I want us to see very well. See on the 5 minutes. Even the 5 minutes candle that hit it did not close. It actually reacted first before this broke it. Now, when the market came around there again, it was now a resistance. It is just as simple as that. Getting the 50%. Once you see a very strong candle like that, it's very easy to do. There is not only there are imbalances on 5 minutes as well. You see imbalances on 5 minutes as well. You don't necessarily just need to go to the higher time frame to actually get them. See this one right here. See this. If I get half of this big candle that failed to retest, look at this, guys. Now I get the midpoint of this. Can we see what happened? What happened when the market came there? Can't stop. This is an imbalance candle. Pretty easy, but you have to like sit with your chart and see, you know, it's not all the time. It's the normal movement of the market is more than when that kind of movement happen. But once you have it, it's an opportunity for you to use it. But are you going to get it instantly? No, this is an imbalance right here. See this wick. If I get to the bottom of this wick to where the wick started from, right, and I put in my 50% right there. Let's see what happened when the market came to that 50% of this week. Did you see that? Did you see that, guys? The beginning of the week to the end, 50% bounced off. It's as simple as that. But on the normal market that you're trading at that time, you would have seen it. You have that point down. But are you just going to take that point because the market came there? All your normal indicators and your normal strategy has to fall in line as well now. Right? You know why you're taking it at that level. You know. See this right here, guys. Look at this. This was a very long candle that was not mitigated for a long time. I got the body at the top here, body at the bottom. Then I get that 50% line there. Now let's see together. What happened immediately the market touched that 50% line, guys? It bounced off. It bounced off. Whenever they mention imbalance or mitigation or, you know, midpoints, I don't want us to be novice about it, but how can you actually get this and be perfect with it? You have to practice. You have to sit down with the chart and do the work. I can come here all day and teach us and teach us. If you don't sit down and study it yourself and actually practice it in real live market, right? You can actually do this on your own, guys. You can't. So I need us to practice. We really need to, guys. This is how the market is meant to move, right? Right. But all of a sudden, when you see, when this does not move like this, right? And this is what you see, the market starts moving normally. Then all of a sudden, you see this. Then it continues. It did not come back. You see these long movements that did not actually retest this former high is what we call an imbalance candle. This movement right here, it did not come back to retest the former high, and the market kept going up. Now, that candle that made that movement is your imbalance candle. Now, check something else, guys. When this came up here, it went back and created a wick. Okay, now let's even try something. Let's get the imbalance of the wick, like I told you guys. Imbalance, because both the wicks and the body react. Both the wick and the body react. The market actually still came to this wick and actually bounced off it for a while before this broke it. So this was still a kind of point for reaction, even this 50% that you see right here. And I think it was actually later a support right here. This 50% of just the wick. We have the body imbalance and the wicks imbalance. We have the body imbalance and the wicks imbalance. I've shown us the body imbalance already. When you get the body, you place your line there and wait for the market to come there. And what happened when the market came there? It bounced off. We have the weak imbalance as well. That was what I was just trying to show you. That this imbalance here is what turned to support right all through here. And the first time the market came there, right here, it actually acted as a resistance first before this broke it. Supports, broken, broken, supports all through here before it was broken here. That's the imbalance of the week, but the imbalance of the body reacted here. This was the place it reacted. Is it smart to take both? Sincerely, right? These areas are just areas you can get and look forward to, but you are not actually taking those trades without your other confirmations as well. For example, look at this. This was a 15-minute candle hitting this. And what do you expect at the 15-minute candle? Reversal. Is your stochastic oversold? Is your RSI above your dash line? Whatever indicators or strategy you're using has to be in place as well. But you are getting the imbalanced line as another area you are looking forward to in taking your trades. Apart from our support and resistance line that we get normally, those ones will be there already. Don't get it confused, guys. You know, I take my lessons bit by bit because if I am to rush you guys with everything I know, you get confused. That's just the sincere truth. You'll get confused. So I try to take it one step at a time. And that's why I made a lot of videos so you can watch step by step. And once you're getting confused, take a break, watch back a later till you are able to know. And no matter how many times you watch them, right? If you are not practicing all these things you're seeing there, all these things I'm coming out here to teach you, you can't get it. You have to be actively practicing them before you can get there. I take trades anytime, but the trade I'm taking at 15, 30, 45, and hourly is those times are just extra confirmations as well, because I know market often reverses every 15 minutes in the market. So when I have a trade set up that is aligned to maybe the time is getting close to a 15 minutes reversal time, that's an extra confirmation. If I see a good setup at 5:05 or 5:10, I will take it. It's not necessary I take it at 15 minutes. But when I'm taking it at that time, that's an extra confirmation. That's an extra motivation for me to actually take that trade because I know a reversal is going to happen. check this out. This is 30 minutes. 35 minutes came down, right? Immediately it was 30th minutes, it reversed. So you're obviously, the moment this market was going up and you know you have a resistance right here, you know, oh, this market will reverse, but you want to wait for that 30-minute reversal for you to actually catch the move. So that's just what the time frames are for extra confirmation and to get in at the perfect timing. That's all it is.